Welcome to Chaotic Good Improv Saturday night comedy one-shot short form improv show. That's quite the title. I just realized that. But thank you guys for tuning in. We are Chaotic Good Improv, CGI for, it's not for short, it's more of an acronym, but whatever. We're going to, we got a great show for you guys tonight. Everything that you see here is made up on the spot. We don't have anything planned other than the list of games that we're going to be doing. So, and since we're doing a lot of short form, throughout the show, we're going to be asking for suggestions. So when one of us asks for a suggestion before a game, feel free to type it into the chat, whether you're watching on Twitch or Facebook Live or whatever format we're streaming to. And Chad, our Hostmaster General, will be perusing the chat, and he'll let us know what suggestions you guys have chosen. I think I'm going to turn over to Chad early. Chad, do we have any announcements or anything that we want to let the audience know before we move on with our real show?
First of all, I just feel special that I was called upon early. Thanks a lot for that. And good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. If you're here for the first time, welcome. Hope you enjoy Improv over Twitch. And thank you also to everyone who followed us since our last show on Thursday. I'll quickly run down the list. JIP, SCO, Gypsco, Ron Beham, Claudia C500, the Padre's wife, and yes, Chef Marshall. Thank you so much for the new follows. Guys, we're still in beta. We're still rolling this out. We're still kind of like playing with things, trying new things, and you may see some weird stuff happen on your screen tonight. Do not panic. We control the horizontal and the vertical. But the best thing you can do to help us out tonight is just tell your friends what we're doing tonight. Get your friends watching, and be sure to give us a follow on Twitch, because that's very important. That helps keep us loud, live, and bringing the funny to you. And speaking of bringing the funny, I'm going to turn it back over to Chief Funny Man, Chris.
Why, thank you, Chad. I appreciate everything you've said, and thank you for running the stream. We couldn't do it without you. He's got everything rolling on his little computers back in his cave, wherever that may be, because we're social distancing. I haven't seen any of these people in person since March 18th, so it's been quite some time. But we've been improvising together online for a while, so this is our way of being able to connect and hopefully entertain you all at home. So let me introduce our cast for tonight. My name is Chris. We've got, yay, woo, me. We've got Katie. We've got Melanie. We've got Jack. We've got Noah and Patrick. Hey, oh, he's looking cute. All right, so thank you guys for tuning in. Well, just feel free to follow along and laugh out loud, because we can hear you. So our very first game that we're going to be doing is A to Z. So this is for Jack and Patrick. And what I'm going to need from the audience is any letter of the alphabet, as well as some form of relationship for these two people. Like, how do they know each other? They don't have to be related for real. They don't have to be brother, sister, or father, daughter, husband, wife, whatever. How do they know each other? Or did they meet in a back alley somewhere? Are they old poker buddies? Who knows? So Chad will be perusing through some of those. The way this game is going to go is we're going to, it's A to Z. Everything that one actor says has to, the next actor has to respond with the next corresponding letter of the alphabet. So, for example, if Patrick were to say something to Jack that began with the letter B, then Jack's retort would have to begin with the letter C, and so on and so forth. But the reason I asked you guys for a random letter is because we're not going to start with the letter A. That is way too easy. What letter of the alphabet have you chosen for us, Chad, based on our audience poll?
Audience poll says we should start with the letter J.
J. So we're going to begin this scene with the letter J. They're going to go to Z, wrap back around to A, and end with the letter J. Ooh, sounds good. All right, so what is the suggestion for this relationship, Chad? It's Saturday night. I was bored all day. I'm going to have fun. I don't care if it's funny. I'm going to enjoy myself. So what is our suggestion for their relationship?
Well, speaking of having fun, laser tag champions.
Ooh, laser tag champions. Oh, it's going to be good. All right, so this is A to Z, laser tag champions, beginning with J and ending with J in 3, 2, and 1.
Jedediah, it's just you and me. Come out with your hands up, and this won't be ugly.
Cain and Abel sort of situation we got on our hands here. You and I are brothers, and you're gonna kill your own brother just so you can win a laser tag championship.
Looks like it. Andrew, I can see him. No funny business.
Man, Mom is not going to feel good about you killing me.
No, I think this is just a laser tag game. There's a lot at stake, but it's just a game.
Oh, did I misunderstand what was going on? I thought we were shooting like real, like, gonna kill you kind of lasers on her.
Perhaps you did. This is a toy gun that fires a laser bolt at 3.8 fires per second. Top notch, really.
Quick question. I thought we were really murdering people, and I pistol butted a couple people. Is that going to be a problem?
Right. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm catching you right. You took the toy end of the gun, and you just knocked the mother out, right?
Straight up to the face, just hit him in the jaw. They hit the floor, bleeding, agonizing. I went ahead and shot him anyways, but the shot didn't kill him. It just...
That's how you get points. Yeah, that's how you get points. You shoot them to get the points, but you just went tonk and just knocked right down on the floor.
I might have a problem because I might be wanted for murder in a couple states here.
Vermont is known to pursue the murders of laser tag indoor sports, so we're in hot doo-doo, as they say.
Well, I've been competing in 3 states, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. So,
Xeroxophilia, you got them chapped lips up in here with the northern air. We've been competed up here in the north, and it's quite chapped.
Yeah, you're worrying about my lips here, but I might be wanted for murder. Man, come on, you got to help me. I got to escape the law here.
Zesty, lip balm. I got some. It's lemony. You're welcome to have it.
Almighty Jesus! I think I know what's going on. You're trying to set me up and get me caught, so I don't keep playing laser tag.
Boyce is on to us. Look, I thought that I could get away with it, but I'm winning this championship, Jedediah.
Cool your jets, man. Cool your jets. I'm still wrapping my head around this murder thing. So what does happen when you shoot me?
Don't worry, you're not gonna die. I'm just here for the $10 cash prize. I'm not gonna murder you.
Everyone we've played with has died, though. We entered a 100-man tournament, and I think I damn near killed all of them.
Fortnite Battle Royale. That's when you go one by one, and then you win. Ultimately, there's 2 left. The storms are coming. I'll just shoot. I already started with my letter. I can shoot right now.
Just end it already.
Huh?
Add seed. We may have skipped about 6 or 7 letters at the end of that, but it doesn't matter. I saw in your face, you were like, I don't know what letter we're on right now.
Yeah, no, I forgot the letter. He said I, and I was like, I think he just went like line back to back, and I was like, I'm just gonna go with J.
He had a gun pointed at his head.
Yeah, I'm under pressure here, man. Come on, what am I gonna do?
By the way, Xeroxophilia is was that like the love of copies? Is that what that is? Yeah, okay, good.
Got lips, I think.
It's right up there with the Cain and Abel with the K that is from a whole different Bible.
That's right. Oh, that was fun. So the next game we are going to be playing is Change with Chris and Katie. So the way this game is going to work is we're going to need a suggestion from the audience, just any type of something that you would find in a junk drawer. You know, you're pulling it out and it's got all that random stuff in it. Let's know what you're in your junk drawer. This game continues to work by those 2 will do a scene, and whenever I say the word change, they will change whatever they just said. So if I said backpack, and then I said change, hold on, I'm not explaining this right. If Chris said backpack, I said change, he would have to say the next thing that came into his head. And now that you are all thoroughly confused, hopefully I've stalled long enough to get some nice suggestions. Chris is going to play in the game, but Chad, tell me what they're going to play for
I'm a little confused right now, Jack, as to who I am in this point. So I mean, not really sure what to tell you there. But we have a suggestion for a used Band-Aid, which tells me more than I ever wanted to know about this person's junk drawer.
Yeah, I want to know why they put that in their junk drawer. But okay, cool.
All right, so this scene is going to be Change with Chris and Katie. Nice. And it's going to be about a used Band-Aid. Let's see Change with Chris and Katie in 3, 2, 1.
Thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. You know, you didn't have to do that.
Of course. You know I care about you. I would not miss this.
Yeah, I hope you didn't mind the mess in the foyer on the way in. It's littered with my bandages. I've been bleeding quite profusely now for the last 3 days.
Yeah, that's what I didn't want to miss because I think you're going downhill fast, pal.
Yeah, it's just this wound won't heal. It's just everywhere. I was at this laser tag tournament.
Change.
I was picking blackberries, wild blackberries out in the wilderness. Have you ever made shish kebabs and pierced the shish kebab skewer through your hand? I somehow skewered my chest, and it just won't stop bleeding.
I've been there. You know, that who has not had that happen to them? I gotta say though, I really think we gotta get you some other kind of help.
You're the only medically trained professional I knew. I know you're a veterinarian's assistant, but you've got some training.
Well, you're right. It's fine. So the first thing I think that we need to do is you should just sit down. You're looking a little...
Change.
Well, usually I start with taking temperatures, but I don't... Yeah, I'm just a tech. So let me... maybe I should call the vet. Does that sound right?
Sure, whatever you need. I'm getting pretty woozy. I've slipped and slid throughout much of my blood.
Change.
I have begun to refill with cherry Kool-Aid, and I think I'm getting quite dilute, if you know what I mean. My blood is now tasting sugary.
Oh, well, that's a real problem. We gotta listen. What I think you should do is just sit down and try to be calm. You know, picture calm things.
Change.
What you should do is panic because this is a bad situation.
Change.
I think you need to find something in between being calm and panicking. Let's just find some middle ground and hang out there for a while.
Oh, God, thank you. You know, I knew you would come through for me. To be able to get me anywhere between panic and calm, which basically is just my normal, average, everyday emotional state, I knew I could count on you.
Well, you know, I'm glad that you called me because there is something I've been meaning to tell you.
Tell me.
I love you.
Change.
I got a parking ticket when I was borrowing your car last week.
Change.
I'm pregnant with your baby.
And see.
Oh man, that was good. That was fun.
That was
sorry about all the blood and gore. Started weird. Kind of went that way.
That's what you get with a used Band-Aid.
And those skewer accidents. All right. This next game is going to be for Noah, Katie, Patrick, and Melanie. We are going to be playing the game of Switch. And what I need as suggestions for this game is anything. Any suggestion whatsoever. They can be objects. They can be locations. They can be populations. They can be relationships. They can be maybe problems. It doesn't matter. Anything to your heart's content. Feel free to type in. And we're going to choose 4 of these because we're going to play this game Switch. And what's going to happen is each of these 4 actors is going to be paired up with their respective actor along the square that you see on your screen. So Noah and Katie will do a scene. Katie and Patrick will do a scene. Patrick and Melanie will do a scene. And Melanie and Noah will do a scene. Since there are 4 pairs of actors, there will be 4 suggestions for these scenes. And anytime I want to see a particular scene, I will just call out that suggestion again, and they'll just have to pick up where they left off or sometime in the future or whatever. They're just going to continue their scene. Chad, are we getting in some suggestions for Switch?
We certainly are.
All right.
All right.
The first one, this will be for Noah and Katie.
This will be sugar cookies.
Sugar cookies. All right, sugar cookies. I'm going to type this out in my Zoom chat so I can see these. All right, sugar cookies. And now I need one for Katie and Patrick.
Graveyard robbers.
They're robbing the whole graveyard.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, I like that. Graveyard robbers.
Put a graveyard in the back.
Those are surprisingly large and hard to pull away on your truck. You know, it's weird. Graveyard robbers. All right, so Patrick and Melanie, the next suggestion.
Etch a sketch.
Etch a sketch. I think that's close enough. Etch a sketch. All right, and for Melanie and Noah, I need the final suggestion.
Eloping.
Eloping. All right. So once again, in order, the first scene with Noah and Katie is about
Sugar cookies.
Sugar cookies.
All right, Katie and Patrick.
Graveyard robbers.
Patrick and Melanie.
Etch a
Etch a
sketch.
sketch.
And Melanie and Noah.
Eloping.
All right, we'll begin with Noah and Katie, sugar cookies in 3, 2, and 1.
How you doing?
Wow. I am just fascinated by your process.
Yeah, I thought pepper would kind of change the taste a little bit.
You're such a creative genius. Gustav, this is going to revolutionize the cookie industry.
Florentina, it's a sugar cookie with pepper on it. Let's let's calm down.
You always do that. You discount your own creativity.
This is garbage.
No, I'm sure it's not.
It's not good enough.
Oh yeah. No, that's actually that's really bad. So
Graveyard robbers.
Hey, so I hear old man Junkus is buried around here, and word around the town is he was buried with a Rolex watch on his wrist.
Oh, I've heard of those.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm thinking he probably wanted to keep that with him.
But listen. It's a free watch in the ground. We can go. We can take a couple little shovels, dig 6 or 7 feet down, pop that baby off. We got a free Rolex on our hands. On our hands.
Oh yeah. Listen, so I think before we do this, we got to work out some kind of custody agreement for once we get the watch. Because we got 4 hands between us. Just one watch.
Okay.
That's a sketch.
There. You know what? You think it's such a masterpiece? It was gone instantaneously.
That was supposed to be my senior project for my art degree, and you ruined it.
You know what? That light bright I had been working on for years, you just unplugged and dismantled. So
the light bright you've been working on for years. We were kids when you started that. It was just half finished in the attic.
Exactly. That's where I had to work.
I thought it was just like a forgotten like relic of childhood, and I could just like draw dirty things on there, you know?
I can't even with you. I had to go there because the light was better.
Dad, if you don't let me and Sheila get married, we're gonna run away.
Roger. I know that
I mean it this time.
I know you do, just like you meant it with Veronica. But listen, just because you think someone is sweet to you in kindergarten and shares a crayon does not mean you have to run off and spend the rest of your days with them.
Get back in. Listen, we both feel very strongly about this. Get back in there, Sheila. We both feel very strongly about this, and
how long has Sheila been hiding?
Said it was okay.
No, Roger. We have talked about you having girls in your room. Does her mother know she's here?
Yeah, totally.
Really?
Graveyard robbers.
Okay, so I thought about kind of like a basic framework agreement. So I'll get my left hand will get the watch Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and then my right hand will get the watch Saturdays, Tuesdays, and the other days of the week.
Now, Jeb, I know I'm not very smart, but it seems like my hands are going to be empty for the week.
Well, I mean, yeah, of course. That's the point of a watch. You get all this information. Your hands aren't tied up. So you'll be able to find other graves and take shovels and dig them on out. And I mean, I'll have this big old weighty, very very precious watch on my wrist. And I'll be encumbered and all stuff. But you've got the freedom of a free wrist and a free hand. You can do whatever you want in any graveyard in the world.
Wow.
Sugar cookies.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying mustard this time.
Yeah, that sounds like a solid plan. I really, Gustav, you...
This is going to be my masterpiece.
Yeah.
I can feel it with this one. Go on.
I want to support you.
Then do it. Take a cookie. Support me. There we go.
Oh my God. That is amazing.
Yeah.
Eloping.
Like, Dad,
Listen,
you're really into each other.
I understand that, and your mother and I should not have romanticized how we ran off when we were in middle school, but that was middle school. We had taken algebra.
Permit. I could totally get across the state line.
Yes, that's the problem, son.
I don't even know why I'm asking your permission to elope. It seems a little bit counterproductive. Huh?
Etch a sketch.
Okay, so I think I've nailed it. I drew on an Etch-a-Sketch what you had on your light bright. And
The most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
I know it's gonna set me back another semester, but
wait. Are you?
I want you to have this.
Is this like a ring? Is this a proposal? Oh my gosh! Yes. Yes.
It's not. Oh. Okay. Here's the thing. You put into the light bright, "Will you marry me?"
Yes.
And I think when you started it, you were talking about teenage heartthrob Jonathan Taylor Thomas back in 1998.
I was.
But I was just recreating what you did. I don't want to marry you. We're just friends, right? Right?
Eloping.
Father, please.
I don't know how you didn't brush your teeth more often, that you lost your teeth before I did.
That's besides the point. Marcia and I love each other very much.
What happened to Sheila?
Sheila died 7 years ago.
Hand scene. Nicely done. Not only for bringing up Light Bright, which I haven't seen in about 40 years, but also Jonathan Taylor Thomas. So that's great. That was fantastic.
We are old.
All right, for this next game, I'm going to need Jack to pull out his headphones and get into our Zoom soundproof chamber, so he won't be able to hear us with his headphones out. And the reason for this is because he's going to be going through a job interview then Noah's going to be interviewing him. But what we need from the audience is what job is Jack going to be interviewing for? I'm battling gas. So what job? I'll try to hold it a burp. I'll just be honest. But what job is Jack going to be interviewing for? So just type in whatever job Jack should be interviewing for into the text, the chat. And so the way this game is going to go, Jack obviously has no idea what job he's interviewing for. Noah knows. So Noah will be asking him questions as you would normally get during a job interview. Jack won't know how to answer those questions because he doesn't know what job it's for. But through this interaction of questions and answers, hopefully by the end of the game and within a reasonable amount of time, Jack will figure out what job he is interviewing for. So, Chad, do we have an idea for a job that Jack might be applying for?
Yeah. Yeah, we have a suggestion for kindergarten teacher.
All right. So, kindergarten teacher. All right. So Noah's got that. Noah will be interviewing. Let's go ahead and give Jack the symbol for putting in your headphones back in. Can't see my fingers. And once his headphones are in and he's ready, they'll begin the scene in 3, 2, and 1.
Hello there. How are you doing today?
I'm pretty good. Pretty good. Just ready. You know, job market's been pretty slow, so I'm ready to get back out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I know exactly what you mean, sir. Now, I will say that as far as people who normally apply for this job, you are not very much of, I guess, a stereotype. You're a little bit outside the box. How do you think you can use that to your advantage in this line of work?
You know, people are always telling me, live outside of your box. And I'm really happy to announce that I just got into a home. No more boxes for me. So, yeah, I like to think out of the box. Think that's something I can bring to the table.
Very interesting. Now, I also see here that you moved out of the box. I want to ask, how important is payment to you?
Now, this is a job.
You'll get paid, just not a lot.
Cool. Just wanted to, you said that, I got a little worried there. Like this wasn't, it's like job interview and I'm not going to get paid. And I would have been, woo, but no, payment's gold.
How about disrespectfully low wages? Do you feel good with that, sir?
Don't make me feel great. But if that's
part of
what,
the job, honestly, there's not a lot I can do about it.
Then in that case, I'm just happy to have a job. You know, I'm really in it to win it.
Wait, now, I want to ask you, how do you think your people skills are? You're going to have to talk to a lot of people who don't understand a lot. You're going to have to really dumb things down for a lot of them. How do you feel?
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. You know, I was a super duper guy in my times and my other jobs, and I would talk all the time. So
right.
Like talking to you right now, easy. Talking to other people, even easier.
Great. I also want to just double check. Do you know all your shapes and colors?
All of them. That's quite lofty, but yeah, circle, square, etc.
Good.
Nice.
And
Stay fast.
You've got colors too?
Yeah, blue, etc.
That's good enough, sir. That's good enough.
Thank you.
Now, just moving right along, you're definitely. How do you feel about singing? You know, a little song every once in a while to just keep things in your mind, keep things in the mind of those around you. Just a song to keep concepts concrete.
Well, no, yeah, you got my demo when I sent in my resume. Yeah, so I mean, you can just pop that baby in. I'm an accomplished singer. I got songs about
language in here that I don't think is appropriate for the workplace, especially not this workplace, considering how malleable the minds are around here.
Right. So you don't think that like we love squares, we love circles, but we like bleepity bleep. We can put some bleeps in there about the triangles. I won't mind. Because as a kindergarten teacher, I think I need to bring that like edge to it.
Yeah, I think we'll see you at the end of the summer.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Oh, I love the minds are malleable.
That's what got me. I thought it was a music teacher for a bit.
Yeah. I like how all of your shapes and colors also include etc. That was good. All right. Our next game is going to be for Melanie and Noah. And what I need as a suggestion for this scene is anyone's zodiac sign. I'm going to be reading your horoscope to you live on our Twitch channel. So just feel free, if you want your horoscope read, feel free to type in your zodiac sign. Chad will choose one of those because we are going to play the game horoscope. Once I read your horoscope to you, that is going to be the suggestion or the muse for this scene for Melanie and Noah. It's just as simple as that. They're just going to make up a scene based on some aspects or using the aspects of that horoscope as their suggestion or their inspiration, if you will. Chad, are we getting some horoscopes? And by the way, for those of you guys who watched last week when we did the show, I made sure to pull up the website early so I don't misspell horoscope and pull up a very poor website for my eyeballs. So I made sure to get it up early.
And I made sure to put that website into my personal bookmarks.
Do we have someone's zodiac sign?
We do. We have Gemini from RML 0006, which incidentally is mine. So do us both.
All right. Gemini. Let's see. Where am I? Gemini horoscope. Here we are. Today, July 11th, 2020. Gemini. You're apt to trend a bit more on the wild side today, Gemini. There's a wave of powerful energy working to give strength to your ego and self-confidence. Use this boost to the best of your ability. You'll need it. There is a strong, fact-oriented force working to combat your aims. You'll find that it's equally powerful and stubborn. Cut through the fantasy and uncover the truth. That was a lot more interesting of a Gemini horoscope than we had last time. So that is your suggestion, Melanie and Noah. This is horoscope, beginning in 3, 2, and 1.
Oh my gosh, Christy, you have been so confident lately.
I know. I don't know what is going on. I mean, I look in the mirror and I'm like, you rock.
I can't believe it. You're really your self-esteem has been at an all-time high. I'm really impressed by the way that you're just wearing whatever.
Yep. I'm taking a lot of risks. I used to look in the mirror and say, you can't get away with that. But now I look in the mirror and say, you know what? Add 3 more items.
And you're adding 3 and more, but I can't help but feel like it's working against you in a way. That maybe you need to cut through that fantasy. You know what I'm getting at?
No, I don't. And I am not going to let your little facts get in the way of my reality, which is that I'm incredible and you're kind of holding me back. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's no one else here, honey. You don't need to keep looking around. It's you. Yes. You are the reason why I wasn't taking risks.
Stop it. You know that's not true.
You know what?
I'm always here to hype you up, girl. I am all about positivity.
Okay, you're quit pawing at me, first of all.
I'm not pawing.
You are pawing at me, and I don't appreciate it. I'm not going to just fall into the stereotype of a girl fight, okay? Listen, we've been friends for a long time, and we need to work through this, whatever this competitiveness you're feeling, because I'm suddenly so incredibly fabulous, and I'm thinking maybe I can help you also be amazing. I brought some things you could try on. Here, a feather boa. Just wrap it around your neck. Wrap it.
I'm wrapping it.
Yes. It's a little itchy, but oh my gosh, look at you. Look in the mirror.
Like my grandmother, but in a sexy
way. It's sexy, right? Sexy grandma is totally the new trend.
I am sexy grandma. I am sexy grandma.
Yes. Look at us. Look. Let me hear. Come here. I got some Lee press-ons. Here. Oh my gosh.
I'm trying not to cry.
I know. I can't focus. The makeup.
It's gonna run. I'm gonna look at the badger.
Look at us. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a raccoon sexy grandma.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we are gonna go out and we are not gonna have the guys all leave the bar like
we're not.
No, we're not. Watch the nails.
Oh, yeah.
We are gonna walk in there and we are gonna flip our boas and those guys are gonna just like, oh!
They're gonna drop dead. Huh?
They are, no, because that's usually what happens, and we need to end that. We need to stop that.
And scene. Nicely done. And bonus points for putting on the world's fastest Lee press on nails. That was impressive. 10 nails, 10 seconds. Beautiful.
I'm fabulous.
We're all organized.
They literally were just dip and you've got them. I like that. All right. So this next game is for Katie and Melanie. And what we need for this is one of my favorites. What we're going to need are different genres of movies, television, or theater. Feel free to type those into the chat. Genres of movies, television, theater. Things, generic genres, something like comedy, but we're doing that, trying. But just put in any sort of generic movies, television, or theater styles. Because the game we're going to do next is a game called Scene Three Ways. So Katie and Melanie are going to get a suggestion. We'll have Chad look back through some of the previous suggestions you guys have suggested. I said suggestion a lot in that sentence. And what they're going to do is they're going to have about a minute, maybe just a short scene, a minute scene based on that suggestion. Then they're going to come back and redo that same minute scene in 3 different genres, 3 different ways. So it'll be that scene done in 3 different ways. So Chad, do we have a suggestion maybe for the scene right off the bat? Something that was suggested earlier?
Oh, for the scene itself, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. Hey, no big deal. Let's go with Sunrise Over the Ocean.
Oh, that is so sweet. Sunrise over oceans. All right, so obviously on the east coast of something. Okay, so Sunrise Over the Ocean is the suggestion, or over the West Coast, and it's the end of days. We don't know. But this is, the scene will have something to do with Sunrise Over the Ocean. Now we need 3 different genres, Chad, so that we can redo the scene in.
We have apocalyptic.
Wow, I didn't realize I was so prescient there. All right, apocalyptic. I almost put apocalyptic, but apocalyptic.
Apoplectic.
This is apoplectic. This is spelt wrong, but okay. And so apocalyptic. So kind of like a Mad Maxy type thing, I guess. I don't know. Apocalyptic, post-apocalypse or something, yeah. Or an end of days type thing, yeah. All right, what's the next one?
Romance.
Oh, so nice. I don't know how they're going to do romance with a sunrise. Come on. And
really?
One more.
Corporate training video.
Oh, that is good stuff. That is good. All right. Corporate training video. All right. So they're going to be doing a scene about a sunrise over the ocean. Then they're going to come back and they're going to do it as romance. So hopefully the first one isn't very romantic. Otherwise, it'll be the same scene twice. Then they're going to come back and do it as an apocalyptic film genre, whatever. And then they're going to finish it off as a corporate training video. This is Scene Three Ways with Katie and Melanie. Sunrise Over the Ocean in 3, 2, and 1.
Oh, Edith. Isn't this just beautiful?
It is, Bethany. I am so glad we decided to get this beach house.
I am too. You know what? We always used to talk about someday when our husbands keel over, we were going to go off and just enjoy ourselves, and here we are.
Here we are, Bethany. I gotta say, you are becoming one of my closest friends.
Oh, that means a lot to me. Since we've been friends for over 65 years, I'm glad I'm finally ranking up there.
I did. I added you up to my top 7 on the MySpace.
Oh my goodness. You know, I added you to my Rolodex.
And scene. Nicely done. We got a lot of goodness in there. A lot of goodness. This time, we're gonna see that as if it was a romance film or a romance TV show or a scene from a show. Romance, same scene in 3, 2, and 1.
Oh, it's a beautiful morning.
Oh, Bethany, I hadn't noticed the morning because you're looking so beautiful yourself.
The way the sun hits your face. I never thought we'd get rid of those husbands so we could be together.
Oh, that was so clever of you, your plan. Now we just sit here on the beach, enjoying each other.
You know, I've added you to my circle of friends. My joints won't let me do the air quotes, but you are officially in my circle.
Oh, well, I have a circle of my own for you, if you will. It's a ring. Would you marry me?
Oh my goodness. I hope it's still legal. I haven't been following the news.
And scene. Nicely done. I went from romance to creepy murder film really quick. I kind of like that. All right, so keeping with the train of thought of creepy murder film, we're going to see it as an apocalyptic film or a scene from an apocalyptic scene. Same thing, sunrise over the ocean, apocalyptic scene in 3, 2, and 1.
I can't even tell if it's a sunrise or a bomb.
The light is so bright.
Gosh, oh,
I don't know how we did it. How we are the last ones alive on this planet.
I don't know, Bethany. And everything is just doomed.
They got our husbands. They just ate them up. You see how they just ate them up?
Yeah.
Apart.
And even if we find a man, I've been through the change already.
Oh, honey, I ain't looking for a man no more. You ought to know that. I just want to survive. I want to survive. I don't think I can eat humans.
Well, I'm thinking maybe I could, if I had to.
And scene. Whew. One of my favorite lines. I don't know if that's the sun or a bomb. That was great. All right, so the final version of this scene is hopefully will be most interesting. Sunrise over the ocean as a corporate training video. Same scene, but as a corporate training video in 3, 2, and 1.
Sometimes you might find yourself having feelings at work.
I often have feelings at work, and I have to compartmentalize them. I don't even know if that's a word.
Yes, it is. You must compartmentalize your feelings. Because, really, sometimes when you're angry...
It's like putting them in a cart.
Yes. And when those feelings are negative, you can just put them in a cart and push them into the ocean.
And sometimes you feel ostracized when people that you work with branch off into their little circles and you're not part of it. And that's okay.
It is.
So we need to talk about that.
Yes. If you feel alone at work, know that it's probably because you are alone working.
And scene. Nicely done. Oh man, compartmentalized. That is now we're going. That's going into dictionary now. It's when you take all your problems, put them in a cart, and push it in the ocean.
Irregardless.
Oh, that was good stuff.
Compartmentalize.
Nicely done.
I did that at Target today.
Also, whoever suggested corporate training video, hats off to you, audience. That's a solid one.
That was good. All right, this next game is going to be for Patrick and myself. What we're going to need is a suggestion of any location, any place. It doesn't have to be a particular city or country. It could just be a building or a room or anything particular. Also, what we're going to need as suggestions are letters of the alphabet, 2 different letters of the alphabet. So not similar sounding letters, no vowels, just consonants, but 2 different letters of the alphabet, because we're going to be doing a game called Letters. Once we get these letters, I'll explain to you real quick. We're going to be taking one letter and substituting it for another letter. So that letter no longer exists. It's now substituted. All words that contain that previous letter now contain the new letter instead. So let's go ahead and I'll look at chat. I know these are probably going to be coming in with a lag. I don't know what our lag time is tonight on Twitch, but it could be a couple seconds. But chat, are we getting letters in or suggestions in? And once you see one or do you like, just let us know.
Okay, so we do have a suggestion for 2 letters.
Okay.
The letter B and the letter F.
The letter B and the letter F. So what we're going to do is anytime there's a word with the letter B, we're going to substitute it for the letter F. So instead of bean, the word would be fiend. And instead of Buck Rogers, never mind. Okay, so do we have a suggestion for a location?
Rogers had it coming, Chris.
Yeah.
The Australian Outback.
Ooh, the Australian Outfack. All right, I like it. So this is letter sub. Once again, we're going to be in the Australian Outback, but once again, let me remind myself, because last time I did this, I reversed them. Anytime a word has the letter B in it, we're substituting it for the letter F. Okay, this is letter substitution, Australian Outback in 3, 2, and 1.
Welcome to Outfack Steakhouse here in the Australian Outback. I'll be your server tonight. My name is Fernard. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I fiend flying for what seems like days. I would love a Floomin' onion if I can get one.
Oh, a Floomin' onion. Yeah, it's what we're known for here at Outfack Steakhouse. But let me ask you, is this your first time in Brisbane?
I've been in Brisbane a couple times previously. This year I came for my birthday. My birthday was yesterday, and it's been a long time. But I'm celebrating alone, by myself.
Well, happy birthday to you. You know, but I just want to circle back on what you said there. Calling it Brisbane. You know, it's not Brisbane like you said. It's Brisbane. You know, don't be a dick about it.
I apologize. I wasn't being a dick or any other sort of phallic symbol. Like I don't want to be called fall sack or whatever. I'm trying to be respectful. I apologize.
Well, when you come here, I'll give you some bread and butter. Like we're known for serving to our customers, but I need you to just kind of chill out on using the lingo.
We should start over. Hi, I'm Brian. It is my birthday today. I would like a Floomin' onion.
All right, you want to start over? Fernard here again. Floomin' onion here. We can. No, looks like we're out of the Floomin' onions, mate.
Maybe a fear. I heard Australia's got great fear.
There is a lot of great fear in here in Australia. We pretty much only serve Fosters, but I think we might have a really old Fudweiser. I just think kind of feel at home on your birthday.
I would actually. I prefer Fud Light. Fudweiser would be fantastic. I do have one other request. you guys don't happen to have any birthday falloons that you guys can flow up for me?
First day falloons, fresh out, mate. Fresh out, yeah.
I mean,
I can sing you a song.
Ooh, I would love to hear your version of a birthday tune.
Yeah. So, it's your birthday, first day here at the Outfack. Welcome to Australia. And there you go. There's your birthday song. You know, I feel like I'm really working for this tip here, but you don't tip in this country. You know,
This has been my best birthday ever. I thank you. Besties. Oh man, that was interesting. B's and F's. Okay, nice.
I realize now I will never again do an accent during letter sub because that's too much to think about.
That was a good accent, though. That was good. That worked.
Thank you.
All right, our last game, right? Coming up.
Yes. So our next game is a game we like to call Choose a Loser. So we have, who is our contestant this evening?
I am. So I'll pull up my headphones.
All right. So Chris is going to take out his headphones, and we are going to have 3 contestants here that he is going to choose from, and he is going to have to go on a date with one of these people. So we want you to let us know what kind of characters we have going on here. Let's think about, it can be a famous person, real, fictional, alive, or dead. Let's see what we've got going on in the chat. In the meantime, I'll just tell you that I think this game is great. Choose a loser.
What else do you
mind dating at this point?
We are still awaiting some folks to put things in the chat, but
awesome.
We do actually have a couple of Australian folks, real quick, who are watching tonight, and they did appreciate the last scene. Yes. So,
audience, how bad was it? I was in Australia about 16 years ago, and haven't watched The Crocodile Hunter in a long time. So, let me know how I did.
I'm
all right. How are we doing on suggestions? And while you guys are thinking about suggestions for characters, if you also want to give those characters some kind of quirk, that would be cool.
For example, maybe like a collection that they have, or some maybe a weird physical trait, like their tongue is 6 feet long. Give them a little,
but maybe not an Australian accent as a
please.
Well, that was our first suggestion. I'm just kidding. Okay, so we have a suggestion for a contestant who thinks they're a good boy.
Okay.
So like a dog.
That was the suggestion. But yeah.
Just take the note, Katie. A contestant who thinks they're a good boy.
We have a suggestion for Spider-Man.
I can do Spider-Man.
Okay, so Patrick wants to be Spider-Man.
Patrick's like trying to not freak out. He's like, "Oh, I mean, if no one else wants to be Spider-Man,
yeah. Like, it's my dream. Yeah, me.
Okay,
Yeah.
Patrick is Spider-Man. Does Patrick the Spider-Man collect anything strange? Do we have any?
Can I collect?
We have
dogs?
Cabbage.
Oh, collect.
He likes cabbage.
Can I collect good boys?
I think that's for a late show.
But dogs is the context there, not children. I'm not.
Okay, so Spider-Man who collects lots of dogs. Can we?
Okay.
Sure.
Let's roll with that. All right. So what other characters do we have?
We have Hamilton.
Oh, I got it.
All right. Okay. So no clue about wanting that one. Awesome.
We have Russell Crowe. We have a germaphobe. We have Alan Alda.
Can I be oh my gosh, those are now we have 2 impressions I can do. Can I do Alexander Hamilton, but he's a germaphobe?
I'm cool with it. That sounds like a good combination of research. Now, does Jack know who Alan Alda is?
Yeah.
What else do we have?
I was on Maish. I was
Russell Crowe. We have a lisp. We have
I'll try Russell Crowe. I'm second. We have enough time.
All right. So does everyone feel good about what they are?
Russell Crowe with a lisp, or is that
Russell Crowe with a lisp? Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right.
Russell Crowe.
So just to recap for our audience, contestant number 1, Patrick.
I am Spider-Man who collects dogs.
Yes. Contestant number 2,
Russell Crowe is a lisp.
Okay, and contestant number 3.
I am not thrown. I mean, I'm Alexander Hamilton, who's also a germaphobe.
All right. Okay, so let's give Chris the universal symbol for put your headphones back in.
I have no fingers.
Yeah, mine disappeared too. Welcome to our show here tonight. We have 3 fantastic losers that we have chosen just for you. And now we would like you to choose one of them to share a 2 for $25 at Chili's.
Well, I'm excited. I've been in self-distancing myself for a while, and I'm ready just for pretty much a warm body is all I'm looking for at this point to date. So, all right there. Contestant number 1. When I was younger, I used to pride myself on being a all-around athlete. I used to play some basketball, some baseball, a little badminton, anything with a B, really. Is there anything that you found you fancy yourself on as being really skilled or good at?
Yeah, I have this like weird talent where like I just kind of like know what's going on around me, like without even like anyone saying that something's happening. I sense it, and I'm just like really, really athletic, but I couldn't play sports, because that would, almost be unfair, but, otherwise I was just, just a friendly kid from the neighborhood,
All right. Well, that's not a bad answer. You're by default in first place. All right. So contestant number 2. I fancy myself a bit of a world traveler. My job takes me to lots of exotic and awesome places. I could take you anywhere in the world, just me and you, where would you want to go and why?
Man, well, we can go a lot of places. Big places, which I should say. We could go, as long as we travel by boat, I would prefer that the most. I've quite accomplished on the seas, the 7 seas, as they say. Master and commander, they call me. Travel by boat, and we could sail across the world.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I've usually traveled by air because it's more expensive and fancier, but, a nice cruise somewhere wouldn't be bad. All right. Contestant number 3. I was an only child. I really didn't have a big family, which is why my parents doted all of their love and attention on me. But tell me about your family life. Is anything that you enjoyed or regret?
I was an orphan all alone on my island, and on my island I had to write and make my own way. And by doing so, I had to not touch any bacteria. And with the bacteria, are you hearing ya? I had to make sure that I was steering clear of anything that might infect me, and so I had to perfect me.
All right. I'll be honest with you. I don't think there was a single punctuation mark in anything you said, but I liked it. All right. Contestant number 1. Now, I've taken a lot of people out on a lot of dates, and most of them have been fantastic. But what is your idea of a perfect date? And maybe, this might be something I could bring out and use when we get together.
Oh, I would say just like we can just like kind of like swing around the city, kind of like a spider's eye view of everything, and like if we see like any like stray canines or if like we see like the animal control van is out, then like we can go and we can just we can like grab them and like take them and hang out with them. Like we can we can walk them around on like a leash but you don't need to bring a leash because like I've got the leash covered, because like I can just like keep a dog with me, because it's not going to be a problem. We'll just have them attached to me, to my wrist.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't listen to anything after you said the word swing. You had me at swing, baby. All right. So contestant number 2. Now I have been engaged before. I'd like to divulge that information. It didn't work out well, but I fault that on my proposal. I was curious as to what you think an optimal, most perfect proposal would be.
What a wonderful question that you have proposed to me today. I would probably say something about a nice glass slipper, probably on one knee, seeing if it fit. Might work out well on one foot, and asking that age-old question, will you marry me? Looking deep into someone's eyes, and just knowing their soul. Oh, this is my dog. I don't know. Javert, go back there. Go back there, Javert. I am warning you, Javert! Sorry about that. Sorry, he got out. This won't happen again.
All right, I didn't know they were allowing dogs on this show. I'm glad to know that. Don't let contestant number 1 know that. It could be a problem.
Can I get clarification on that policy, please?
All right.
Thank you.
Contestant number 3. I love to just shower my dates with gifts and baubles. If there's anything in particular that you would sort of loosen you up a little bit, what would be a perfect gift that I could probably buy you?
A perfect gift would be liberty for the country that I have created. I am a founding father, the $10 founding father without a father. And I would like to have a family to love and call my own, a home, if you will. The best thing you could give me is your love, unless I throw it away. But I'll write my way out without touching anything that might not be sanitary for me. I'll write my way out of our wedding vows to make sure that you and I are together forever.
So you're a cheap date, is what you're saying.
Shorten that answer.
All right, well, you're still going. Keep going. Don't let me interrupt you. Oh, you're done. All right.
That's kind of the entire thing.
Okay. Hey. We'll have plenty of time, contestant number 3. I'm liking where you're going. All right, I got
Infectant wipes.
a question. One final question here. Now, bachelor number 1, or contestant number 1, I just assumed by your voice, but I've got a huge house. It's decorated with a lot of lavish and expensive items. I'm sure you would love it. But in case you don't like it, we can move somewhere else. What is your ideal, maybe home or location that you might want to settle down and live for the rest of your life?
Oh, for me, just kind of like living in Queens, like with Aunt May, like that's cool. Like she's a great aunt. You'd love her. She would love you. But I would probably want like some more property because I've just got like this like, big collection, and like they take up a lot of space and like they need like a big yard, So like maybe not Queens at all, maybe like upstate, like near like the new compound where Mr. Stark built, we could like live near there.
Sure. Well, it's up to you. Whatever you like. All right. Contestant number 2. I've pretty much lived my life absolutely perfectly. I have no regrets, and everything I've done has been awesome and successful. But is there anything in your life maybe you regret or wish you could change over, or if you had a free do-over, you'd like to redo again?
Well, what a wonderful question. Really, you just have such a beautiful mind, truly. But the answer to that is somewhat confidential, if you will. I've been somewhat of a nice guy, people have called me, but I don't think I'd regret anything. I've pretty much entertained all that I've been around. The few people I have not entertained, I ask them that point blank. Are you not entertained? And after that, they don't ask any more questions.
All right. Well, that's great. That's absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bachelor number 3, I've got one final question for you, and this has to do with our home life. I was thinking that I would want to have 2.5 kids. The half is in case it doesn't come out as perfect as me. We could get rid of it, or we'll add on the other half. Just don't worry about it. That sounded worse coming out than it did in my head. But what is your thoughts on children? How many would you like to have, and maybe what would you want to call them?
Well, I have to be honest, as a father, I've already lost one of my sons to a gun that was shot through his heart. I already lost one of my sons in a duel, and so I really want a do-over. If it could be with you, then that would be, or whoever, that would be amazing. If I could have another son, and I could try again. Of course, one thing that I wouldn't do this time is touch him as much, and I don't mean like in a weird way. I mean like handshake because that spreads a lot of bacteria. And as I said before, when it comes to bacteria, I'm not hearing ya, I'm not feeling ya, and I'm not fearing ya because I got hand sanitizer. That's a bit of a tangent, but what I'm saying is I can manage another kid if that's what you want, baby girl.
All right. Well, that's good. Hey, baby girl's not the worst thing I've ever been called. That's fine.
So we have our 3 losers here.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. You guys did good. You chose some pretty good losers here. So I think, honestly, I'm going to have to not go with Bachelor number 3, and that's just something in my head with a comment he just made about touching. So I think I'm going to get rid of Bachelor number 3 because Bachelor number 3 obviously is a germaphobe or someone who's hates germs, but also he's either Hamilton or Lin-Manuel Miranda, who wrote Hamilton.
My way out of this predicament.
Yes.
Sorry, Lin-Manuel Miranda?
Hamilton.
Okay, Hamilton. All right. I think I'm going to have to get rid of Bachelor number 2. As much as I enjoy Russell Crowe, who has a lisp, I'm going to say he's a little bit old for me and technically a little tougher than I am, and I like to be the toughest one in the room, which is why I'm going to go with Bachelor number 1, because Bachelor number 1 comes full of plenty of other love with the accompaniment of all the canines that he likes to collect or loves, hoards, as Peter Parker and or Spider-Man.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
I accept.
All right, that was fun and nicely done to Noah with all of his
Yes,
his Hamilton.
round of applause for Noah.
So the only thing is I could not look at him because I was laughing so hard because his hands were doing this, and it's almost like he was Hamilton rapping while also doing the scene from Ghost where he's making the pottery. Like that's what I had in my head, so it was cracking me up.
Audience, if you're watching, keep that in mind for next time.
So that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a great time. I think that's the first time in years that I've done dating game as just a douchebag male. It's been a long time since I've done dating game as a man, so I actually quite enjoyed it. Our cast tonight was absolutely fantastic. You guys had me in stitches, which is why I know it was a good show, at least for me, because I was laughing the entire time. Chad, do we have any announcements or anything you want to make?
Yes, real quick, just to make good with the chat. They say this is all of the song I am willing to do on this stream. Disney, please don't sue us. Yes, real quick, we want to thank everybody, first of all, for the amazing suggestions and watching us tonight. Special thanks to I'm_Kenya for the latest follow, and that's what we need right now. Just spread the word, follow us on Twitch. That will really help us along in our goals here. Everyone did really well tonight. Patrick's Australian accent, according to our Australian viewer, was really good, so you do have a good review on that. And,
good on ya.
And of course, everybody did great tonight. Everybody was hilarious. Chat, thanks so much. We couldn't do it without y'all. Back to you, Chris.
All right. Well, thank you, Chad. And thank you, I am_Kenya, for following us. We are over halfway through us getting finished with our preliminary of our channel. We will be unveiling the final product here in a couple weeks, I believe. And so we still need follows to reach that metric. So just tell your friends, share the word, come on, follow, watch our shows. By the way, if you do follow our Twitch channel, you'll be updated anytime we have a show. So it'll let you know when our shows are coming up. Speaking of coming up shows, Tuesday we have our Jackbox game show, where it's just us playing some Jackbox games, laughing and having a great time. It's one of my favorite nights of the week. And once again, next week, Thursday and Saturday, we'll be having our comedy one-shots. We are in the process of, once we open up our show or our channel to be our official opening, we have various other shows we'll be adding to our menu. We've got some form that we'll be doing, as well as a bevy of other fun stuff. So keep an eye open for that. And if you have any suggestions or things that you would like to see, let us know. Either write it out in the chat a direct message through Twitch or through his Facebook. I would recommend spamming his Facebook wall. That I think is the best way to contact him, just random posts. I think that'd be good. He'll pay attention to that. Without further ado, let's go ahead and say thank you to our cast here tonight. They were all wonderful and made me laugh, each and every one of you guys. So big round of applause for Katie, Melanie, Jack, Rappin' Noah,
Yay!
and Australian Patrick, Super.
Oi, oi, oi.
Oi. A super fantastic thank you for Chad for putting all this together and running this stream. We could not do it without you.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Yeah, my name is Chris, and thank you everyone for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your